we got a problem. No, I'm not talking about the fantastic YouTuber, and if you haven't yet, then please subscribe to him. But we definitely have a problem here politically in the UK, and it's spreading like cancer. Now, the ugly head of sectarian politics has finally reared up here in England, and it's going to spread everywhere. It was contained in Ulster for decades. That's kind of been fixed, but whether it'll be fixed forever, who knows? But it's happening here, and I'm quite concerned. And it's the sectarian Middle Eastern politics, and I don't like it. Middle Eastern politics is violent, and it's far more corrupt than what we have in Parliament right now. It really is. I mean, if you look deep into it, in fact, you don't need to look deep into Middle Eastern politics. They are openly just dodgy as hell. Dodgy politics, that's what it is, and it's happening right here, and it's happening because of 14 years of the Tories not being the Tories. It's happened because of 14 years of the Tories lurching to the left rather than the right, and being actual Conservatives and Tories, which they haven't been. Had their heads up their arses in the sand anywhere other than on the job of looking after Britain and our borders. Fact. Now, a good chunk of the Labour Party voters were Muslims, but many of them have now defected to other left-wing parties simply because Keir Starmer won't call for a ceasefire in Israel. They're not happy with that, so they've buggered off, and they put Labour in a bit of a muddle, but not too much, because they will still win the next general election. It's going to happen. We're going to have Prime Minister Starmer. It's going to be Labour in government, so we will have 4 years of left-wing extremist socialist nonsense. They're going to damage this country. They're going to break it in half with their socialist policies, I promise you. But still, a good chunk of Islamists have broken away, and they're not happy because of Keir Starmer's stance on Gaza and Israel. So what they've done is they have joined lesser left-wing parties such as the Lib Dems and the Greens. Now, one guy in particular, the Muslim fella, he joined the Greens to get a seat in his local council for the local elections, and he won. Now, you would think, being in the Green Party, he would campaign on issues such as climate, the ozone layer, melting polar ice caps, recycling, the countryside, keeping Britain green, green policies, basically Mother Earth, Mother Nature, and extreme lunatic left-wing fringe bollocks. But he hasn't. He won his election, and when he did, he shouted, "This is for Gaza, Allah Akbar." What the hell were the Greens thinking? Were they that desperate for someone to be a shoo-in to represent them in the local councils, which he won't, by the way. He won't give a flying toss about green issues, the climate, anything like that. Recycling, you're joking. Ain't gonna happen. It's all for Gaza, Palestinians, and anti-Israeli, anti-Semitic stuff. That's what the guy will be bringing to the table at those council meetings, I promise you. And it's not just him, it's others. They've all been doing it. They have all been joining fringe left-wing parties, and they've won. They've been winning seats everywhere, and none of them campaigned for local issues. They've all campaigned for Gaza and anti-Semitic tripe, and they're there to stay, and they got the votes. And the next time they'll get even more votes, and they'll get even more people in council elections, and that's when it starts. Start at council elections, next thing you know, they're MPs. And then, once they're MPs, they'll start their own party. It'll be a religious party. It'll be an anti-Semitic party. It'll be a party with values that don't align with freedom and democracy here in Britain and the West. And the next thing you know, they'll have a Prime Minister. And then we're screwed. We really are screwed. And this is all down to the Tories. This is all down to people not voting, including myself. It's taken me to see this now to realise I should vote. Voting should be mandatory. It really should. That way we can complain if everybody is forced to vote, with penalties if you don't. I think they do that in Australia. Correct me in the comments. But I think that's what we need now. We really do. Sadiq Khan won in London a third time as London mayor because people didn't vote. 82% of Londoners apparently didn't vote for him. If you include the ones that didn't vote altogether and the ones that didn't vote for him when they voted, 82% of Londoners. So, you know, he hasn't got a majority. He doesn't represent all Londoners, but Londoners should have voted. And the next 4 years for them is going to be shite. It's going to be hell on earth. It's going to be left-wing bollocks. It's just nonsense. He's going to punish Londoners all in the name of climate alarmism. And they'll give him money, they'll pay for it dearly so he can spend it on woke vanity projects, as he has done the past previous 2 terms. It's true. So there we go. Sectarian politics after World War I and World War II, and now we're here at this point. Embarrassing. All those men and women died for nothing, really. Britain's upside down, and it's looking at a future of being not only just ripped apart but turned inside out. Don't you agree? God help us all, ladies and gentlemen. God help us all. And there we go. That's my opinion. I'm past 49. Thanks for watching, and until the next time, Roger Trout.